Okay, let's talk about functions, or as I call it, perfect relationships. This is something I made up. So, talking about age, which is not a good topic, but let's say your age right now is 25. Someone came up with this crazy idea. So, why don't I just put these measurements of your age on a number line or a line where this is 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 1000, dot, 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 1000, okay? I'll take just another number line with the same ages, but this is not your age, but this is your dad's age. This is your dad's age. 30, 40, 50, 60, dot, 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 okay? Now, when you are 25, your dad would be 55, pretty easy. Let me draw a line just so that we can connect them. When you're 30, your dad is 60. When you're 40, your dad would be 70. Okay? If you just keep plotting it, it'll be a bunch of parallel lines over and over again. Every year, every minute, if you keep connecting, that's what it will look like. Okay? This is important to understand. So what I'm doing here is, at any given time, I'm connecting your age to your dad's age. I'm drawing a line between the two at any given time. I'm not saying what your current age is. So when you're 0, your dad would be 30, and etc. etc. Okay. Now this is useful, but there was this really crazy dude, Cartesian. He said, "Okay, let me just give this a twist." Okay. Let's remove this line from here. Just as before, this is your age. 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay? He said, I'll draw your dad's age this way. Okay? Just likes to do it. Let's see what happens. Okay? This is your age. Dad's age. Okay? 30, 40, 20, 10, 50, 60. Now, instead of having to connect your age to your dad's age, now I only need a dot on these two. I don't have to connect them because I have a way to put a point across any combinations of these ages. But since we are looking at very specifically at your age versus your dad's age, when you're 0, when you're born, your dad was 30. That's all we need, just a point. Probably not big enough. That's the point, right? When you are 10, he is 40. When you're 20, he is 50. And let's see, if you were to plot this for every minute, every second, what you get is a straight line. So the relationship between you and your dad in terms of mathematics is a perfect straight line. I'm talking about the ages, of course. Now, I'll give you a trick. Okay? In the next few minutes, we'll talk about a bunch of class of functions and how you can analyze them right away. So what you see here is called a linear function, okay? Which means that you and your dad's relationship is linear. One way to understand this linearity is when you age by a year, your dad also ages by a year. That's what makes it linear. Okay? If you want, I can repeat this. When you grow by 10 years, your dad grows by 10 years too. Exactly 10 years, no more, no less. So that's why these relationships are linear. That's why the line tends to be like this. Now, here's the trick. There's another way to show this relationship. This is how we visualize it. For those people who are very visual, this is how you do it. For those people who like algebra and all these crazy symbols, now that's how you visualize relationships between two things in a graph. But the usual way that mathematicians look at it is something like this. It's called an equation. Okay, dad's age is equal to my age plus 30. Now, what you have to really focus on is this equal to sign. Okay, probably the most important part of the whole concept here is this equal to. What it's saying is no matter what date it is, what time it is, what minute it is, what second it is, my age plus 30 is equal to dad's age. Always true. Okay, that's a very important concept. That's what drives functions. That's what helps us make a lot of conclusions about them very quickly. Boom, 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 like that. So, and here's a trick that I'm going to tell you. If you back to basics, this is one thing and this is another thing. This is what relates to it, and this is just a constant on the side.